Hello children, in today's video we are going to do a very nice poem, The Cold Within by James Patrick Kinney. James Patrick Kinney is an American poet who wrote this poem in 1960s, although it was rejected as being too controversial. The poem describes the tragic death of a group of 6 people who stand around a fire, each holding on grimly to a log of wood. Allowing their selfishness, prejudice, malice, and suspicions to dictate their actions, they refuse to share the log of fuel, the dying fire, and keep each other warm. Eventually, the fire dies out, and in the morning, all 6 of them are found frozen to death, each clutching, holding on, even in death, a log that could have so easily saved their lives if only they had overcome the petty barriers of class, race, and religion that divided them. So, this poem is a simple yet powerful reminder that if we selfishly hold on to the world's resources and the wealth that it has to offer, we persist in discriminating on grounds of race, religion, caste, gender, ethnicity, we are all lost. So the poem The Cold Within by James Patrick Kinney. 6 humans trapped by happenstance in bleak and bitter cold. Each one possessed a stick of wood, or so the story is told. So the poem begins on a dramatic note, and the words humans, trapped, happenstance, they attract our attention. So the poem says that 6 humans get trapped by chance in a very bitter cold, and he uses the word humans and not people so as to refer to all human beings. The 6 persons were together in a situation which seems to have been arranged, but it happened by chance, and when in a bleak and bitter cold. Now each one of them, they had a stick of wood, a small log of wood, and that is how the story was told. And they were all sitting near the fire which was fast dying. The dying fire in need of logs, but the first one held hers back, hers women. For of the faces round the fire, she noticed one was black. She again indicates that the first person is a woman. The fire which was dying needed to be fed with the logs of wood. The first, a woman, was not ready to renounce her stick of wood to keep the fire burning because she noticed one was black. One of them was a black. She did not want to save the black. Thus, she acted out of her racial prejudice. So, each one of them, they had one prejudice out of which they did not leave or kept their log of wood with themselves. Okay. So, the prejudice for the first one, woman, was that she noticed one was black, the racial prejudice. Second, the next man looks across the way, saw one not of his church, okay, and could not bring himself to give the fire his stick of birch. The next person in the group was a man who could not persuade himself to give up his stick of wood to help a person of another church. Another church means different religion. Now, which prejudice he suffered from? He suffered from intolerance. The third one sat in tattered clothes. Tattered clothes, rags. He gave his coat a hitch. Why should his log be put to use to warm the idle rich? Idle rich who do not work. Rich people who do not work. They are very idle. So, the third man was very poor. He was in tattered clothes. He was full of bitterness and envy for the rich. And he gave his coat a hitch, which is suggestive of his tightness. He thought it would be unjust to give what little he had to help others who had more than he. So, he held back his stick. Stanza 5. The rich man just sat back and thought of the wealth he had in store and how to keep what he had earned from the lazy, shiftless poor. So in stanza 5, the next person is a rich man. The rich man continued to sit back and thought of the wealth he had in store. What was he thinking? He was thinking of the money he had and how to keep what he had earned and how he could save it from the lazy poor. He did not want to give anything to the undeserving poor, and he wanted to save it from the lazy, shiftless poor. Lazy who shirks work, shiftless without ambition. So, which prejudice he shows? He showed his greed and stinginess. The black man's face bespoke revenge. As the fire passed from his side, for all he saw in a stick of wood was a chance to spite the white. Bespoke means showed, spite means hatred. So next person in the group was a black man. The black man's face showed how much revengeful he was. As the fire passed from his sight, for all. So, as the fire was dying, passed from his sight, was dying, he thought he had the chance to hurt the white people. Chance to spite, to hurt the white people by keeping his stick with him. He clearly suffered from the vice or prejudice of spite, hatred. The last person in the group, the last man of this forlorn group, did not accept for gain. Giving only to those who gave was how he played the game. The last man of this forlorn is lonely group, did nothing except for gain, for profit. The last man in the group lacked generosity. As no one else had given his stick, he would also keep his stick with him. In fact, he did nothing except for gain. Giving only to those who gave was how he played the game. So, their logs held tight in dead still hands was proof of human sin. They did not die from the cold without, they died from cold within. Here are two important words which are related to the title of the poem. Cold without means cold out of doors. Cold within means the lack of human feelings like generosity, selflessness and kindness. So, in the last stanza, what do we see? As the fire extinguished, all the persons died. They did not die because of the cold outside. Okay, not the cold outside, but the cold within. They died because they were too selfish to help others. Each of them had a log still in his hand or her hand, suggesting that proof of human sin, suggesting that no one had renounced sinning, being unkind for one reason or the other.